award has been given out each year from Mental Health America to young advocates who work to educate other young people about mental health conditions and treatments and to erase the stigma surrounding mental health issues. I've had the honor of voting on the MPower award for I think 4 or 5 years. I don't think I voted this year. I don't know if I got that information. I'm sorry. I would have voted for you, I swear. But you know, I think it's a great award. I don't know that there's enough awards out there that recognize young people for these achievements. I think it's really great that Mental Health America has this program. I think it's inspiring to see other young people making a difference. All of you know the courage and the strength and the bravado it takes to stand up in a school or in a community that may not recognize these issues and may not understand them and say, I am going to make a difference. I am going to do something about this. So I want to introduce you to Taylor Carter. She was inspired to make a difference when she saw her younger brother who was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and the way he was treated in her community. At the age of 12, Taylor wrote her first advocacy letter to a representative, informing them of the insurance disparity her family encountered when trying to get her brother help. And it was just the first of many letters, I'm assuming to more than one legislator, right? Probably a couple of people. More recently, Taylor was asked to participate in a student project for high school other than her own as an anti-stigma video. And she spoke openly of her brother and his experiences and what he was going through. The faculty of that school was so impressed with the video that they're now going to make it part of future classes, which is a really great thing. Taylor's also spent the last several years volunteering for the former Mental Health Association of San Antonio and for a local children's mental hospital. She's also headed to Virginia Tech. She just graduated high school on Wednesday, which is a great thing. Importantly, you know, her efforts really are inspiring. They speak to a generation, and so I give you Taylor Carter.
I'm not too short, am I? You're perfect. So, I'm sitting in my room thinking and stressing about this speech. The feelings are overwhelming. I want it to be inspiring, but it's hard to write a speech for something that you feel you don't deserve, for something that humbles you. In my mind, everyone in this room is more qualified for this honor because you utilize more of your time, energy, and resources with tasks like squeezing in that extra therapy session during lunch or working overtime with late-night lobbying. I've never thought of myself as an advocate. I don't wake up every morning knowing that my purpose in life is enlightening the community on challenges of living with mental illness or fighting the stigma attached to it. Somehow, moments to advocate for mental health have always found me. Michael and I, with his artistic photo exhibit relating personal stories of the daily challenges of mental illness, now seen over by 150,000 people, he found me. Lynn Lasky Clark and Polly Hughes from Mental Health America of Texas, who sponsored a display of Michael's show at the Texas Capitol and wanted to hear more of my story for their education publication. They found me. Teenagers from a rival high school needing to create an educational anti-stigma video. They found me. Even in second grade, the innocent situation of protecting my 5-year-old bipolar brother from the harassment of being called crazy while riding the school bus. Even this moment found me. Mental health advocacy continues to seek me out, and each time I had no choice but to rise to the occasion. But eventually, mental illness found me too. While I watched my little brother have psychiatric episodes, be regularly admitted to the hospital, or have police come to my house due to his self-harm incidents, I was beginning to experience problems of my own. Bouts of depression, anxiety attacks in public places, and abusing my medication as a way of hurting myself. I was diagnosed as having bipolar disorder. Sometimes you just want to fix the illness, but you can't. Sometimes the feeling of struggling with this illness is akin to standing next to an ocean, but it's always the small things that get to you. Even though things are difficult for me, I remind myself that whatever I'm feeling, people like my brother and others feel those same things to an extreme. I'm fortunate that medication and therapy counteracts my illness, and I now can advocate from a first-person perspective. I'd like to thank Mental Health America for this amazing honor and the support they offer to people of all ages. I'd like to thank Mental Health America of Texas for nominating me and making me realize that advocacy comes in many shapes and sizes. I'd like to thank my parents for being so strong in dealing with the issues that both my brother and I continue to face. My parents have impressed the concept of a strong family unit upon me. No matter how hard things get, we always have each other. But mostly, I'd like to thank Michael Nye for spending time with the 12-year-old girl, really listening to what she had to say and sharing that story with hundreds of thousands of people across this country, for finding that advocate in me.